was cool, but bitch, I'm fine with that.
They know how to get me turned up.
It was cool, but bitch, I had enough. I had to run it up. If I want it, I'ma get it, tell them add it up. Sneaky bitches stay up in my DM trying to grab a butt.
Excited that we back.
I'm excited that it was cool, but bitch, I had enough. I had to run it up. If I want it, I'ma get it, tell them add it up. Sneaky bitches stay up in my DM trying to grab a butt. Bitch, I run with killers, niggas, demons.
Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. This is your boy Tom. We're back with our video AGT Jaguar God. For God's right now, God's open doors and pay away for one. All you want for people in Jesus. My name, pray, man. Today's video got another one for y'all, man. This one is another training camp recap from Zach Selby. Shout out to Zach Selby for all the tweets he's put on the Twitter space /X, whatever you want to call it, man. Twitter /X, whatever the freak you want to call it. But yeah, we're going to look at his training camp notebook as well as the tweets he's put out today. And we'll go ahead and react to those. And we'll talk about, previewing the joint practices that they will have with the Baltimore Ravens this week. I think it's the 14th and 15th, so it's tomorrow and Tuesday. So we'll preview those as well. And we'll recap those as well on the channel. So let's get right into today's video, man. I'm going to waste no more time, dog. Let's get right into it. So, this is a week 3 recap too, by the way. So, Rivera said Katie Henry and Andre Jones both are work in progress. The two play well in the preseason game versus the Browns, and they will play a lot in the Ravens joint practices. And that makes sense. This is for the young guys. I'm ready for the veterans for real. Rivera said the star offensive line got more comfortable as the game went on, particularly on that third drive. Noticed some of our details that need to be cleared up in the game, early in the game. Rivera said he and Ravens head coach John Harbaugh already had conversations how they want to structure the joint practices. That's good to hear. Good to hear that. Rivera stressed the importance of joint practice, and the analytics have shown that teams are more physical and have fewer injuries during the season because of joint practices. Ron Rivera adjusted me after practice. Chase Young suffered a stinger and will slow down practice today out of abundance of caution. Fedarian Mathis tweaked his calf in Friday's game. He anticipated some drills today as well, but it's completely slowed down as well. The Stars are going against backups today, but Dotson's looking really sharp, as Jahan Dotson always does. He's him. Put some respect on his name. Emmanuel Fournier had a pick on Brissett, but Bryson Tremaine ripped the ball away from his hand. Bryson Tremaine, okay, bro. Okay, Bryson Tremaine. I'm impressed of how it looks on rollouts and throw on a run. Had a sharp sideline approach to Diami during team drills. I like to hear that. Sadiq Charles is taking reps with the ones in team drills today. So I thought Chris Paul actually played well in the preseason game versus the Cleveland Browns. But it's nice Sadiq Charles will get his turn in the dress rehearsal. That's very interesting. A really nice grab by Dotson from Sam Howell. One's working against the twos to start practice, but so far Howell is 3 of 3. I like to hear that. I like what I'm hearing in practice. I like what I saw in the game. And this is something that's very controversial. I think Sam's holding the ball a little too long on this one. He could have put this one away, but that is what it is. But yeah, that's all the tweets, and we'll get to the actual training camp notebook, and we'll go ahead and preview these practices with the Ravens that I want to see, and guys I want to see more. I'm very intrigued with some of these guys. All right, so that number 8 is number 0. Who wearing 0 on our team? That's 8. Okay, that's Brian Robinson. What the hell going on here? The next 6 days will be an employee stretch for Washington Commanders. August 19th will mark the official end of training camp, but the next 3 practices will play a critical role in battling the roster. It's also the week of joint practice with the Baltimore Ravens, the first time Washington's ever hosted or visited another team for a preseason game since Ron Rivera became head coach on August 15th and 16th. Okay, so that's Tuesday and Wednesday. It provides the best chance for Rivera and the staff to judge where the Commanders are at in their development. And the 2-day period has quickly become the most anticipated portion of camp. Completely agree, because we want to see how they look against a different team. They can give us a little more insight. It does. It sees who really belongs and who doesn't. Ravens have been one of the better teams since Harbaugh took over in 2008. 10 postseason appearances in that time frame from Super Bowl in 2012, with a record 197 over 95, which is definitely a 65% winning percentage, I believe. It might be higher, it might be 67. I believe it's 65. Most recent Ravens have adopted a physical approach on both sides of the ball, but especially on offense. They had the 7th most rushing attempts last season and the 2nd best yards per game, while averaging 5.2 yards a carry, tied for 2nd in the league. Rivera is looking forward to exposing the command set style outside of the game scenario. I do like the idea of having the intensity ramped up. Having these guys be competitive for a couple of days, Rivera said, also means we could be smart with them if you get to the rest of the preseason. Completely agree with that too. So that's much about it. It's Casimir Allen in his number 10 jersey. Kaz Allen's an interesting guy, man. I would like him to make this roster, but for me, it's cutting Dax Milne, the receiver. That is Dax Milne, not the oh crap. I just noticed I didn't have the what's his face up, but yeah, I just read the entire soliloquy that Zach Selby had, but this is the training camp notebook, so you want to take a look at it. I literally just read it to you guys, but this screen wasn't up, so apologies there. But yeah, this is Casimir Allen right here. I like him to make the roster, but I'm not exactly sure if he's a better wide receiver right now than Dax Milne. And that's my thing. I know he's a better returner, obviously, but is he a better wide receiver today than a Dax Milne right now? No. So we had to pick between both of them. I'm taking Dax as a receiver, but Byron Pringle could also return kicks too. So I think Byron Pringle could also return punts. So it's going to be kind of hard for Kaz, man. Kaz is very interesting, though. And I think he'll make the practice squad. I think he'll be on his roster next year. But as of right now, no. I don't think he'll make the team right now. But this is the entire training camp notebook. If you want to read it, it's on the Washington Commanders website. This is from Zach Selby, right here, senior writer. And this is Brian Robinson right here in this number 8 jersey. I thought it number 0 for a second, but definitely number 8. It's definitely one Brian Robinson Jr. But yeah, let's preview these practices, shall we? Guys, I want to see more. I want to see more Quan Martin. I was very disappointed in him in that preseason game versus the Browns. Did not play well, but his first game, rookie debut. I get it. Things happen. Going to struggle a little bit. Russ Mike Similac, you went behind the ears. So let's see how he looks versus these Ravens and the Ravens during practices, how he against these receivers. We're going to put him at, and how is he going to attack that? Also, I want to see more KJ Henry. I didn't see too much good things from him in that Browns game. He didn't play bad, but I just didn't see a lot from him. So I'm intrigued to see how he looks against these Ravens offensive linemen. Also, another thing I want to say, another guy I'm looking to see a lot of is Casimir Allen, another guy. We saw that nice punt return that was negated, but saw some good things from him from wide receiver as well. I want to see how House looks against another AFC North defense. So we're playing the entire AFC North division for so let's see how it looks against another rugged AFC North defense. I think the Browns have a really solid defensive line and solid secondary. So we're facing another team with a really, really rugged defense who's going to get after Howell. I think their defensive players are going to get kind of, exotic, throw blitzes at him, things of that nature. Just to kind of rattle him a little bit in the game. Now, maybe at practices, not really, but definitely probably in that preseason game, that Monday night game, when we can face him on August 21st. I know it's preseason, but he might get a little exotic for Sam. Throw some different looks at him. And the last guy I really want to see is Chris Rodriguez. He looked very good in that preseason game. He looked really good. I like his burst. I like his violent running style. And I'm just intrigued about him, man. He's a very intriguing prospect. I want to see how he continues to progress and continues to assimilate himself to the NFL. And I think he's going to have a decent amount of carries this year. Now, that could be maybe 80 to 90 for 17 games, or it could be 100. I think he's going to have a decent amount of carries this year, and I think he's going to make Antonio Gibson more exclusively a non-running back, more like a J.D. McKissick type of guy. I think that Drago, as Jeris would call him, will take more of those carries away from AG. And AG will probably be more of the, J.D. McKissick guy, catch on passes, things of that nature. Let's not handle that. Next, what I want to talk about, the final thing I want to talk about today is, I want to see how this defense looks against Lamar, because shout out to Josh Taylor for this one. Josh Taylor FB on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days. He pointed out that we could not stop Deshaun Watson on the run. That Deshaun Watson got a lot of rushing yards in that short time that the Browns' first team offense did play. How we're going to look against Lamar when it comes to having him contained in the pocket and having him beat us from the pocket. Another thing I want to keep our eye on as well. But let's shift over to the signing that we had. We signed tight end Caden Smith, former Giants tight end. Had a really solid rookie season. I think like 35 catches for like 350 yards, something like that, and 3 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns against us in 2019 in the Chase Young Bowl. Got progressively worse as time got along, and has been out the league for like a year and a half or 2. So I don't know what this means. I guess it's an insurance policy. Does that mean John Bates is gone? What's going on here? He's an interesting signing. I think it was 6'5", 250, something like that. He ran a 4.9 at the combine. He's interesting. He's an interesting guy. I don't think he's going to make this roster, to be honest with you. But if he did take someone's spot, it'd probably be Curtis Hodges' spot. But we'll see. We'll see what Caden Smith looks like in the Commanders uniform very soon. If we do have a preseason game, he will be practicing probably immediately. And we'll see how he assimilates himself with this team and how he learns his playbook. And he probably more of a camp buy, more of an insurance policy. But hey, we kind of seen these late signings make teams. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very intrigued about it. What does it mean for Logan Thomas's injury? It's a lot of question marks with this one. Why do we sign an offensive lineman? Offensive line is weak as heck. Also, Ricky Stromberg did get snaps at right guard today, which I think is super interesting. Probably give Sam Cosmi a break, but we'll see. That's going to do it for me, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe to the PSN Commanders Network. My apologies for the screen sharing issue there. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment your thoughts on this video. And we're going to go get right back at it tomorrow for more practices. And then Tuesday, where we have the Ravens practices in Owens Mills. I will not be there. I'll be at work, unfortunately. But I know Rio's going to be there. I think a couple other content creators should be there. So they'll give you some vlogs. I won't be there, unfortunately. Ed might be there, too, because Ed lives in that area, Ed Oliver, the real Ed Oliver. And, so won't be there. But I'll be there week one vlog. Yes, sir. And I'll be at the Ravens game. So I'll be vlogging that game. I'll be vlogging the home game versus Cincinnati Bengals as our preseason finale. And then week 1, man. Week 1's around the corner. We got less than 3 weeks until football. I'm excited. Real football. I know preseason's football, but they don't feel like real football to me until the games actually count. So, I'll be there week 2 of the preseason versus the Ravens. I'll probably be with Jeris. Jeris and I'll probably vlog together. We'll watch the game and hang out, talk a little trash. So, Jeris will probably be my vlog. So, we're going to have a good time. We're going to chill. And that's going to be a dope time. Can't wait, man. So, see you guys at FedEx Field next Monday. And you guys have a great one, man. And, till next time. Peace, love, and blessings on.